Yo, welcome back. I'm your host, Real Malfunction, also known as Malachi. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. Welcome to Breaking Trauma and Healing. This is my YouTube channel to help you guys through your healing journey, whatever that looks like. So, yesterday's video, we just briefly discussed about calming your mind in whatever situation. And when you calm your mind in whatever situation, you're able to grow, right? So today's video is all about how you can calm your mind, right? In a situation. So it's gonna get more detailed than this actually. So it's gonna be the difference between responding and reacting in situations. That's what this video is going to be talking about. And if you listen to what I just said, that's huge. Like that plays a huge part into your healing journey. Because let's just put it like this, when I was healing, a lot of the times I wasn't responding. I was reacting to the situation. So, I'll give you an example. Instead of being more understanding and coming from a place of understandment, I was coming from a place of arguing. I was coming from a place of always trying to be right. I was coming from a place where if I was talking to somebody, communicating with somebody, it was my way or that's it. And I could never really have a genuine conversation with somebody unless I was always right. Okay? And one of the differences that I learned with responding and reacting is actually from Bob Proctor. If you don't know who Bob Proctor is, you should look him up. He's the one that actually put me on to Think and Grow Rich. And he's the one that put me on to basically like learning how to conquer my mind. At first, Joe Dispenza is more of the guy that I would look at now. But Bob Proctor was that guy like maybe 5 years ago when I first started this journey. And I remember he asked a student that he was at a seminar or whatnot he was giving, and he asked the audience, what's the difference between responding and reacting? And there's this one lady who raised her hand, and he called on her. And she said, the difference between reacting is and responding is when you react to something, you don't think about what you're going to say. You just say it. And when you're responding, you think about what the other person just said, and you try to communicate how you feel, or you try to communicate better in this situation so that way you guys don't have any kind of miscommunication when it comes down to understanding one another. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The difference between reacting and responding, right? And how we can learn how to respond in every situation and not use our emotions. Reaction is more of an emotional drawback, right? And responding is more of a mental drawback. And when you're just using your emotions constantly and you're not trying to think about the things that you just went through or the things that you're experiencing or the things that you're feeling, you're going to be more of a hostile person, I would say. Because when you can't get your emotions under wraps, other people look at that as like you're out of control, right? So another thing is, when you would like to try to talk to somebody, make it a point in your head to try to talk to them. Don't try to be right. Don't try to force a situation. Don't try to manipulate the situation and talk about something different. What you need to do is genuinely listen to that person. Don't go off your initial reaction, right? That initial feeling you get is basically that moment. That moment. I talked about this in my last video. You have like a window when you're upset. You have a window of opportunity to channel that energy. And it's a brief window, but if you use it, you're going to feel better than trying to shoot out those negative feelings and those negative emotions. So let's see. I used to get my ass whooped a lot when I was a kid. So much for being a liar. And I'm going to be honest. So whenever my mom asked me certain questions, I would always answer very quickly in either a lie fashion, right? It was either a lie or I wasn't fully listening to what she had to say. And that got me in trouble so much. Just by reacting to what she says, got me in trouble so much. I remember one time she asked me if I brushed my teeth. My cousin was there who was like 7 days older than me. And I remember he went upstairs with me. He just put mouthwash in his mouth and he spit it out. Me, I was thinking about brushing my teeth. But I looked at him and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to brush my teeth. Just put the mouthwash in, gargled it up, spit it out. Went back downstairs. I don't know how he passed the breath check, but his mom was like, let me smell. Okay, he's good. My mom, she was like, you brush your teeth? I'm like, yep. I'm thinking I'm about to pass my shit too. Hell no. She comes up to me and she's like, let me see your teeth. I smile. She's like, and she scrapes some of my teeth. And makes me look at it. She's like, what is that? And I was like, I got in trouble, got my ass whooped. My cousin didn't, even though he just put mouthwash in his mouth as well. I got my ass whooped by just reacting. I used to be literally doing this all the time. In school, come home. Did you have a good day? Yeah, I had a great day. Literally, as soon as we get home, phone rings. Yeah, your son was acting up in school. Ass whooped. Like, it goes deeper as well to like engaging into your friendships and engaging into like acquaintanceness or acquaintanceships or whatever, however you want to pronounce that word or say that word. But it goes deep like that. So think about all the times you just reacted. Even when like you're chilling with the homies and you're playing a game and one person does something and you're like, no, you're fucking, like, you know, like it's a small situation. It's not big, but that right there is an example, you know, of how you're using to react instead of respond. And a lot of times, I'll give you another example. A lot of times when being like married or in a relationship, it's more difficult to respond. Not impossible, but it's more difficult to respond because if you built habits or patterns on your relationship of just reacting, you're gonna have to get rid of that garbage when you do want to respond, and you're gonna have to build those habits in that foundation when you do want to respond. It's not you got to watch your body language, you got to watch your tone, you got to watch literally almost everything that people can take wrong. You got to watch it. Like me and my wife. My wife is pregnant. She's been getting on my case about messing with her and giving her smoke. And like when I say give her smoke, I like to tickle her. I like to, you know, mess with her a little bit because it makes me feel like, you know, like who doesn't like to be played with? Like, you know how you like to mess with your dog or you like to mess, you know, with your spouse or you like to mess with your siblings. That's the kind of love that I like to give her. But she's pregnant, so she's a little bit more off the rocks, right? So lately, what I've been doing, instead of reacting to her, right, I just been responding with laughter because it's been funny. There's been one time where I was just like, fuck, you know? But it was more like, it was more hormones, you know? But me reacting would be trying to prove my case. Me trying to defend myself. in this relationship. Me trying to be like, no, that's not what it is. Da, da, da. Responding me though is literally, I'm literally laughing about shit, and she gets so mad because she looks like a little cute teddy bear when she gets mad and shit. So I'm just over here making myself laugh more. But you know, I just want to say like how you can use this and always like respond and learn how to not to react to people is that moment before you feel your body like you feel it, you know. Emotion is a feeling. You can feel it. You feel like your body start heating up, or if you're angry, you feel your, if you're anxious, you feel your pit, your stomach just sink into your like your body. And you know, if you're scared, you feel the neck, your hair in your neck stand up. So like those things, like you feel your emotions. So you have that small window when somebody's yelling at you and you're looking at them and you really want to be like, rah, because that's the unconscious person, right? But when you take a deep breath in that moment and you literally just listen to what the person says and think in your head, like, I'm not going to react. I'm going to listen and respond. Yo, every time I've done this, it's literally made my life and my relationships that much more better. Anyways, that's some shit going on. I think I'm gonna cut the video here. Got loud ass neighbors, but sounds like they're beating the shit out of their dog, which I hope they're not, because they just shouldn't. That's not fucking right. Axel, come here. Come here. You guys get to see my dog. Come here, man. Give me a hug. That's my boy. This is my boy right here. This is my good boy right here. This is Axel. He's a good boy. He's a good man. He's my emotional support dog. So if we're having some troubles with loving ourselves, he gives hugs and kisses, and he's a good boy. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for listening today. So when you, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, but you have a window when the right moment is to respond. And when you feel like you're about to lash out, take a deep breath and think about what you want to say and think about how you want to say it. You know, my wife is having, she's been doing better, but she's been gaining confidence doing this more and more. So you just gotta keep doing it. You know, the key is repetition, even if it's some ugly, bad reps, and it's friendly reminders all the time to yourself. Be nice to yourself, love yourself, love others, smile to somebody, man. Smiles are free. And just dig deep. You guys are warriors, and I appreciate you guys for real. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.